Cheering someone on can come with complicated feelings when you're in a season of waiting, especially if you're waiting on the exact good news someone else is rejoicing over, whether it's to do with career, faith, health, family, friendships, community, vacation, or more. Those complicated feelings include genuine joy for others, but also heartbreak and frustration over your own closed doors and anxiety about the future. You might feel isolated, like the only one going through a painful time. And truly, it's difficult for others to understand your exact feelings. Proverbs 14:10 says, "Each heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can share its joy." You might even feel conflicted in your faith, wondering why God would bless someone else with something that you've been especially longing for. Satan takes this opportunity to mess with your head about who God really is and what he wants for you. It can become a bartering system with God instead of trust that he knows what he's doing and he doesn't love you any less just because your prayer wasn't answered the way you expected. In the book, I share about my experience with infertility. This draining season still came with baby showers and pregnancy announcements from other people. The world didn't stop having babies just because I couldn't. It also required wrestling with God, showing up more than checking out, and clinging to God without fully understanding what was going on. It was a messy time, and I handled it imperfectly. But I can look back on that season now and see how much God was growing me. And you know what? It helped me come to terms with the pain I was going through. It helped me cheer others on, and it prepared me for future times of delay and discouragement. There are some practices that are particularly helpful for these seasons, and we'll go over them together. But please know that they aren't quick fixes. Instead, they are practices that are ongoing. They won't remove heartache, but they may help to relieve it. First, practice gratitude. Take time to think through or even write down things that you were thankful for every single day, both in the peaceful seasons and the chaotic. It can even be a meditative or contemplative practice for you. Whatever it is, make gratitude a habit. Both scripture and science confirm that gratitude develops resilience and perspective for the harder times. Second, have some established promises of God that you can go back to each time you feel yourself doubting his goodness. Over and over again, the Bible confirms that God is trustworthy and always follows through with his promises. But we have to hold them close, otherwise the truths can feel elusive to us. Again, this is a great practice to do in the off-season of challenging times. Use this book as a place to record such promises, ones that remind you of God's love for you, his faithfulness, his patience, and his goodness. Third, be sure to work out your heartache one-on-one with God. Cry out to him, walk with him, find scriptures to cling to. Distancing yourself from God and distracting from him leaves you more vulnerable to temptation and despair. And the amazing thing is, God invites us to wrestle with him when we don't understand. He can and will redeem our deepest pain, sometimes on this side of heaven and sometimes not until we meet him someday. You can trust him with your tears and your questions. Finally, when it comes to other people, say what the Spirit is prompting you to say. Cheer them on, be wildly enthusiastic in support of them. Let the Spirit's affirmations overflow from you. We can feel awkward about cheering for others, like it's too much to say, "I'm proud of you," and "way to go." It's not. Be everyone's cheerleader. Think about it. It takes about the same amount of energy to build someone up as it does to tear them down. But one practice brings life and the other takes it away for everyone involved, including you. Let's create around us an atmosphere of loud support and encouragement. We all can use more of both. I hope you find these practices helpful to you in whatever season you're going through. Know that God is on your side and that he is always working for our good and making a way, even if we can't quite understand how he's doing it in the moment.